Thank you for taking the time to come and listen to this presentation. Today we're going to be talking about four-year plans, which are an education and career planning tool that is incorporated into school counseling programs in the state of Alabama. My name is Mary Kate Hafner. I'm making this presentation as a part of my school counseling for college and career. So let's get started. Just first, a little bit about the four-year plan. It is required to be completed before the ninth grade. So ideally, during eighth grade, students will be completing this plan that can help them choose coursework that will align with their career goals for their high school classes, all 4 years in high school. The plan specifically facilitates coursework selection for ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Again, that coursework is intended to be aligned with the student's career goals, and their chosen coursework will also align with graduation requirements. Lastly, the school counselor program requires approval for the four-year plan, which increases the collaboration between students and counselors, and also ensures that student goals as well as requirements are met appropriately. So it's that dual purpose of aligning with the student's individualized goals, but also the state graduation requirements. And because the school counselor has approval over this, they're able to collaborate with the students effectively. The picture on the left is the Alabama Career Planning System, and that is a system in which the students actually create the plan. So there are lots of resources on that specific system for students, but the four-year plan is facilitated using this technology. The purpose of the four-year plan is to connect coursework with student aspirations. It's supposed to facilitate the high school and post-secondary planning for students before they enter the high school environment. Consequently, the plan increases the relevance of their coursework because it directly connects to their future plans. When students are able to choose their courses and plan for their future, it increases their ownership over their education. Ownership is an important student motivation and empowerment tool. If they feel that they have control over their futures, they will likely be more motivated to achieve it. So really, we want to increase the relevance of their high school courses and increase their ownership, which hopefully those two in combination with each other ultimately increase their overall success. So we really want to help make that explicit connection between the courses that they're choosing for their high school career, as well as their ultimate career, college goals and aspirations. Another purpose of the four-year plan is to ensure students graduate high school on time. When students are able to make the plan for their high school career, it increases their likelihood of graduation because they're prepared to meet all graduation requirements. So again, that plan is made to align with the graduation requirements of the state, which if they are planning ahead for it, they're going to be more likely to meet those goals. An additional advantage of the plan is that it provides a point of reference for counselors as they collaborate with students. During meetings with students, the counselor can utilize the four-year plan as a tool to ensure the students' classes are personalized and their personal goals are being met. So really, it's meeting those students where they are on an extremely individualized level, ensuring that each student is achieving their goals but also able to graduate on time. This point of reference is important as students transition from middle school, where they make this plan in eighth grade, to high school, where school counselors who are making their schedules and helping them choose their classes are just getting to know them and building those relationships. So this plan can really be a foundational tool that starts the relationship, the collaborative process between the school counselor and the student as they are working towards graduation and then those college and career transitions. We're now going to move into the individual impact. When students are guided in making a four-year plan, they're able to meet their personal career goals, which creates an impact on an individual and very personalized level. That's important for school counselors who are supposed to deliver counseling services to not only the entire school, not only in a group setting, but really differentiating those services for each student, depending on their needs, their goals, their desires, their aspirations, their family culture. This is a way to meet every student where they are. Four-year plans can help students meet their individual career goals when they are used in conjunction with comprehensive school counseling programs. So really we want to see these both happening simultaneously. The four-year plan is just a part of just a cog in the entire workings of a comprehensive program. Students need to learn about career and college options prior to creating their plan. If they don't have these options in mind, they're not going to be able to make an effective plan that meets their personal needs. So, the school counseling program really should be intentional in exposing the students to those career opportunities that are applicable and enticing to these students. When a counseling program includes activities and experiences that help students learn about various careers, the students will be more prepared to create their plan because they will have a better idea of what they want in life. They won't be able to make an effective plan if they don't have a specific goal. That being said, um, students who are able to successfully plan are also those students who've been able to genuinely self-explore, which requires a level of uncertainty and ambiguity as they are kind of experimenting and exploring. They need to be given time to explore their interests and develop those employable skills that are those soft skills that transcend specific um, job or career skills. So we're talking collaboration, communication. They need time to explore their interests in conjunction with those soft skills so that they can ultimately determine what career and college as a means to that career aligns with those goals. As a result of that self awareness that they've developed through the exploration, they will be able to make choices for themselves, committing to specific fields or leaving openness for multiple options. So their plan is a tool where they can apply that knowledge of self and either commit to something specific, develop their plan off that, or leave room in the plan as they continue to learn about themselves. And that's something that, depending on the student, the school counselor can facilitate. Technology integration is important as they're making their four-year plan. With the recent pandemic and online learning, technology has become an increasingly important part of learning, including the school counseling curriculum. Technology can be a valuable resource to school counselors as they help students create a four-year plan. The following are resources that can positively impact the plan making process. First, we have the Alabama Career Planning System, the Career Planning System resources, and WebEx. This is not a comprehensive list of technology that can help facilitate these four-year plans, but it is a specific three that can help. So first we'll talk about the Alabama Career Planning System. That's the site on which students create their four-year plans. So that was the picture earlier in the presentation we saw. There are other resources to facilitate career exploration. So as they're creating those four-year plans, they can use that system, and counselors can use that system to create specific activities with that technology as a tool. Those resources can help them explore their potential career paths, organize their coursework choices, and ultimately submit their plan for counselor approval. So that is a really key component that the Alabama Career Planning System provides, which is the foundation of that collaboration piece between the counselor and the student. Next, we have the Alabama State Department of Education website, which has the resources listed in the picture next to the slide that we have here. The resources include four-year education plan examples. So these can be used to help students as they create these plans and also help counselors know what students need as they are creating the plans. It has some tutorials and also troubleshooting guides for the career planning system. So that is a valuable resource that can help counselors on the planning, facilitating end, whereas the Alabama Career Planning System is a technology tool on the student end. Lastly, WebEx. That's a tool that has recently been used more often due to the pandemic. WebEx can help counselors connect with students as they create their education plans. In addition, counselors can use WebEx to facilitate career exploration, maybe recording interviews with members of the community that can help expose the students to career options, especially local career options, as they are getting ready to plan their 4 years. The four-year plan is a specific strategy that can promote college readiness. It aligns with the ASCA mindset and behaviors, specifically in promoting self-direction, because it allows them to make choices regarding their future. So they are really the ones guiding their own ship in this process. Although they are making those personalized choices, the school counselor is still able to guide them and ensure that they're choosing opportunities that reach their highest potential, that align with their values and their skills. And the school counselor can really make sure that they are challenging themselves as they are making these choices autonomously. The plan also helps students create both long-term and short-term academic goals. So long-term academic goals would be using high school as a springboard for their college and career. So that's thinking far into the future. The short-term academic goal would be more for their next immediate school year. They're making these plans in 8th grade. So short term, they're looking at what am I actually going to be doing in my freshman year? It also provides application for decision-making skills that are often cultivated in their classroom. Planning their future in a larger scale requires their decisions to be made based on gathered information, input from others, and self-reflection. Those are skills that they're already using in the classroom as they're interacting with other students, completing assignments. And so this is just another way to promote college readiness by applying those decision-making skills to the four-year plan specifically. The four-year plan also allows increasing access to colleges, primarily through individual-based intervention for students. Because the four-year plan requires counselor approval before the student enters ninth grade, the school counselor can plan collaborative conversations with students who may want to achieve a college degree. These students may require individual intervention, which is an important part of increasing access to college. When a counselor is able to help students contemplate their full range of post-secondary choices, they can ensure that all students feel like college is possible for them. Many students do not feel this way, that college is accessible for them because of their income level or family education level, but counselors can make clear the classes, scholarships, and colleges available to them as they're making their four-year plan. So really, through that collaboration on an individual level, they're able to increase access to college by facilitating these four-year plans, helping them make the goals and showing them what really are the possibilities for them, no matter who they are or where they come from. The four-year plan is also a great way to facilitate ethical and culturally relevant transitions from high school to post-secondary life, even though it occurs in eighth grade. So we're still focusing on then those transitions to post-secondary education or career, but the four-year plan can help with those. In order to facilitate these ethical transitions, counselors need to first stay in touch with reality. Checking in with current skills needed to be successful in the job market is one way that counselors can ensure their students are transitioning prepared to enter the world. For example, in the Madison and Huntsville, Alabama areas, there's a heavy focus on STEM. It's a huge engineering, science, technology town. So, by cultivating local contacts in these fields, the counselor can promote the skills necessary to enter these professions. So, really making sure that the skills that the counselor is talking about, emphasizing, and promoting for these four-year plans are actually applicable to these local contacts. Also, counselors will need to collaborate with others. This is an ethical mandate. They cannot ensure that all student needs are met on their own. An ethical program incorporates teacher, administrator, and student leader voices in order to reach all students. So the individuals who can be helping these students make their four-year plans are all over the school. And so not putting the burden all on yourself, because the school counselor will not be able to reach every single student if they put the burden solely on themselves. So really collaborating with the other stakeholders in the school is going to be a way that those transitions are going to be ethical. Lastly, school counselors need to regularly reflect on their program to evaluate whether or not it's meeting the needs of the student population. Collecting and analyzing data is a means by which counselors can assess their program's effectiveness. A program that is not relevant to its community will not be helpful for students. So collecting that data to see what the students need and making sure that those needs are met through the school counseling program. For example, going back to Madison and Huntsville, the students may need more access to technology and career skills. So incorporating that into the exposure of the school counseling program, but also connecting them with the classes that can provide resources for the students as they're making their four-year plans. So exposing them to the opportunities that will really meet their individual needs. And that varies per student population. So it's up to the school counselor to make sure that they are aware of those student needs. Okay, here are some community resources that can help in the process of making a four-year plan. The first community resource that will be useful to the school counselor as they assist students will be social media. Social media is a hub for local businesses, many of which are looking to invest or give back to their communities. Connecting with these local businesses can help the counselor elevate creative and diverse business people who are undeniably impacting their surrounding area. They're able to provide insight as to how the counselor can help students build skills that are relevant to the community needs, and the partnership between these two parties is mutually beneficial. The counselor is able to receive resources for students, and the business in turn receives exposure and investment into their community. Two local social media accounts that are actively connecting the area with local businesses are All Things Madison and the Huntsville AL account. These accounts are instrumental in promoting and connecting local businesses, entrepreneurs, and people who are actively working to benefit the community. Another helpful resource is the HR departments in local companies. They're able to promote student growth and applicable workplace skills, as well as connect counselors to local career opportunities. Similar to social media, the partnership between these HR departments and the school counselor is mutually beneficial. The counselor is able to keep tabs on local business needs and values, while the HR departments can create connection with future employees. Community referrals are also a huge part of this process. One community referral that is helpful is the Collegiate Career Center. So each college locally would have a career center, and it can help students as they're making plans transitioning to post-secondary life. These career centers play an important role in helping students acclimate to college life. They can assist with building resumes, connecting with job opportunities, and cultivating an on-campus support team. These services are especially influential for students who need or want to work as they pursue their college education. And many people do not understand the important role that the Career Center can play. Counselors should also prepare referrals for students with unique needs. This includes organizations that serve students with disabilities, advocating for accessible collegiate experiences, and career transitions. Undocumented students are another unique student group who also need assistance as they navigate the college application process, and there are organizations that they can be referred to help as well. And last would be homeless students who will need organizations that can help them meet their basic food, housing, and safety needs before they're able to pursue their post-secondary opportunities. So they need those basic needs met before they can move on. If a counselor has these referrals ready, they'll be able to quickly and efficiently meet student needs, no matter what they are, as they are working through not only developing their four-year plan, but also working into those transitions to post-secondary life. The references I used in making this presentation are listed here. If you have any further questions about the content presented here, feel free to contact me, and I hope you enjoyed.